Hey guys, welcome to my YouTube channel. So today in this video we are going to solve a Leetcode problem, and the problem is find number with even number of digits. We are given an array nums of integers and we have to return how many of them contains the even number of digits. So let's take an example. We have an 1D array nums and we are having some elements in that array and we are getting an output 2. Let me just explain this to you. So as you can see, 12 in 12 we are having two digits, that is 1 and 2. So it is even number of digits. So it's having even number of digits. So in the next is 345, it is having three digits, and so it is having odd number of digits. 2 is having also odd number of digits, 6 is okay, also having all number of digits, and 7896 having even number of digits, as you can see. So we are having only two even number of digits, that is 12 and 7896. So it is returning only 2. So this is the question, and you can take another example like this. We are having nums, and as you can see, we are having 555 is like 3, 90 is 3, 482 is 3, and 1771 is 4. So we are having only one number with even number of digits, so we are going to return only 1. So let's just quickly code this program. Let me just create a Java file class, and let's name it as even number. Okay, and PSVM, we have to create an array. Let's create an array is equal to, in IntelliJ we are creating an array because we have to get the output, but in Leetcode we have already given an array, so we don't have to create an array in Leetcode. So let's just quickly copy any one of this array and let's just paste it here. Okay. So now the concept is that we have to get the number of digits, and we have to check whether these digits are even or not, and we have to return the how many numbers are there with even number of digits. Okay, so let me just quickly copy this function. Okay, let's paste it here. This is for find numbers, and so we are going to create two functions. One is for digits and one will be for even number. So let me just create a function um, for digits. So you might be having a question why I am taking static. I am taking static because our main function is also static. So for accessing any function from the main function, we have to declare it as static. Otherwise, it will give us an error, and we can't access that function from our main function. So that's why I'm taking static. So static int digit, because we have to find number of digits, and we will take number because it will take the number that we have to find the number of digit for. So we will take the number and we will say and we have to take a count that will have the count of that number of digits. Count is equal to 0. Okay, and count is 0, and we will say while num num is greater, sorry, what is happening, greater than 0. Okay, so we'll increment the count, and we will say num is equal to num divided by 10. Let me just explain this to you. Suppose we are having a number 12. If we divide 12 by 10, we will get what? 1. Simply, if we repeat this again, we will firstly this way it will increment the count by 1, and then we will get the number 1, and after that it will again go, it will check if the 1 is greater than 0. Yes, it is. It will increment the count by 2, we will get count 2, and the num will become 0 because 1 divided by 10 is equal to 0. So after that it will say if 0 is greater than 0. No, it's not. It will exit the while loop, and in here we will return what? In here we will return the count. Okay, simple stuff. Okay, this function is for finding the digit. Okay, now we will have to, now we will create a function which will check whether the digits are even or not. So we will take another function, static int, uh, or we can simply take it as boolean, because we have to return whether the number is even or not. So for that we are going to simply take a boolean expression, boolean even, and we are going to return num. And here we are going to create a variable. Let me create let name it as is even. Okay, is even is equal to um, digit, because we have to check whether the digits are even or not, and we are going to pass the num. Okay, and we will say if is even divisible by 2 is equal to 0, modulo 2 is equal to 0, then return true, otherwise we are going to return false. Simple. So now this function is for checking the digit is even or not. Okay, now we have our digit function, and we have our even function. Now what we have to do, we have to iterate through the array. Firstly we will iterate through the array, and then we will check if if each firstly we will check one by one that we have to uh, that whether this contains even number of digits or not. Okay, so for that we are going to iterate through the array. For that we are going to take a for each loop, for each int num in nums. Okay, for nums in nums, if it is, if the number is even, what we are going to do, we are also going to take an count here, count variable. We are going to initially set it as 0. If even number, then we are going to increment the count. Okay, sorry, increment the count, and at last we are going to return the count. So I think we are done with our program, and now just simply print our output. Let me see, find number. Okay, so why are we not seeing our function here? Because we are taking it as public, as I had told you earlier, that we always has to take it as static, because our main function is also static. So that's why it's not showing here. Now we have changed it. Let's see, it will now show us. Yes, it is showing find number, and we are going to pass the array. Let's see if what is the output. The output should be 2, because we have 112 and 7896. Here you can see 2. So yeah, this was the program. Let's just copy this and see if it is working in the Leetcode also. Control C and Control V. Okay, let's learn this program. So both the test cases are accepted, and let's just submit this program. Okay, so it's taking 1 millisecond of time, and it is taking 42 MB of space, and it beats 99.32%. That's good. So yeah, that's all about today's video. If you like this video, please like, share, subscribe, and press the bell icon to never miss an update. And thanks for watching this video.